guys, welcome to Over the Moony. My name is Katie. This is my cat's tail, and we are here with another episode of Crafted. I am so excited for this one. I love all of our Crafteds so much, but this one I am just like feeling it on another freaking level because today we are going to be doing a Crafted for Alice in Wonderland. So excited. So I feel like Alice is kind of having a year because it is, I believe, the 70th anniversary of that film, which is crazy. And if you guys have been following me, then you know that I have recently become completely obsessed with Alice in Wonderland ever since being in lockdown last year and going through all of the Disney movies that I have not watched in a while. I rewatched Alice in Wonderland and I absolutely love it so much. It's so stunning. It's a beautiful film visually, but then I just feel like everyone in that movie is kind of a jerk, and you kind of know someone that represents like every character. You've come across someone like that in your life at one point or another, and so it just kind of cracked me up. I love it, so I'm super excited for this one. So if you are new to Crafted, then it is a crafting collaboration that I do with my amazing friend Jessie over at Miss Cherry's channel, which of course I'm gonna leave all of her information down below. You will not want to miss out on her video. I don't know all of what she's making. I know one of the things that she's making, and I know that it's gonna be incredible. She just does such creative things. She literally can do anything craft related. Like, I'm constantly blown away with what she ends up putting together, and I can't wait to see what she makes this time. Also, if you guys are interested in like toys and collectibles and all that stuff, Jessie also started another channel called It's Fantoystic. I'm gonna leave that down below. I love watching people opening up blind box toys. Probably because I generally don't have really great luck myself, so I like to see other people succeed with it. I think that's probably why. But she does all sorts of unboxings over there on her channel, so I'm gonna leave that link down below as well so you guys can go and check her out. If you like this channel, then you are also going to love Jessie. If you haven't checked her out yet, definitely make sure to, especially today, because we'll want to see what she makes. And if you are new here to my channel, then hello and welcome. I would absolutely love it if you would consider hitting that subscribe button down below to become a part of our little corner of the internet here. We do post 2 times a week, and we talk about Disney, Harry Potter collectibles, and obviously DIY, so I'd absolutely love it if you stuck around. Also, if you like this video, if you like this kind of video, or if you just like me, then please feel free to give this video a big thumbs up. It is such a quick, free, and easy way to show your favorite content creators here on YouTube how much you appreciate them, and we appreciate that. And you will also have to let me know what Alice in Wonderland inspired craft would you make if you were doing a Crafted. I absolutely love the ideas that we have, and one of them actually came from one of you. So one of Jessie's subscribers, Elizabeth, reached out to Jessie and had the idea for us to do a teacup garden. She never really specified what we should do it with, but Jessie sent it to me, and instantly we were both like, Alice in Wonderland, this is absolutely perfect. So both of us are going to be making a teacup garden, and then we were both free to do whatever else we wanted to do for our second craft. So we will be making 2 crafts today. So let me walk you through a little bit of the supplies that I have and what ideas I have, and then we'll go into the actual how we make it kind of process. So for our teacup garden, I ended up getting a lot of stuff at Hobby Lobby. I generally don't go to Hobby Lobby all that often because A, it's in a plaza that just annoys me. There's only one way in, one way out, and it's forever to get out. So if I do have to go there, I go there at like a random time, so it's not so impossible for me to get out. But also because I just find it to be super duper overwhelming. There's so much stuff, and I feel like they're always changing where everything is, and I just get super stressed out being in there. But this I knew was perfect. I knew that they had a lot of miniature stuff, and there was like a specific line of something that I knew was gonna come in handy for this, so I can't wait to show you guys that. But first things first is the mug. Of course, the teacup. The most important part of all of this is the teacup, and I really wanted to go to like a vintage store, an antique store, and see if I could find like a really old, very classic teacup, but I just did not have the time to do that. So I kind of put all of my hopes in the Hobby Lobby basket, and they actually did not disappoint. So I did pick up this super cute polka dotted teacup. The only thing I do not like about it is that it says "Hello Gorgeous" in there on the inside, which I'm not super jazzed about, but I'm thinking that once I get done with all of this, it'll be covered up and you won't even be able to see it, so it's fine. So I also have some stuff left over from our Bambi crafted, which I'll leave a link to down below in case you guys want to check that out. But I did make a terrarium for the Bambi crafted, and so I have some moss left over and some rocks left over, so I'm gonna be using those as like the filler and the base for my teapot garden. And then I picked up all of the rest of my fun little trinkets. So from the little miniature area, I think it's like the dollhouse area at Hobby Lobby, I picked up three things. I picked up this fencing that I thought would look really cute and I can kind of put around the outside. I also picked up, because you have to have this for a tea. Did I even say? I'm sorry. I don't even think that I told you guys what scene I'm doing this for. Hello. The Mad Tea Party. That would probably help for you guys to actually like visualize everything that's happening. I picked up this little teacup, or this little tea serving set, which is super cute. Now it's all coming together. And then I also picked up this table, because this was the only table that I could find there that would actually fit within my teacup, because that was another thing that you really had to work within the limits of the size of your teacup. So this is called the Artist's Workbench. So obviously it has a bunch of stuff on there. I'm hoping that I can get this off of here. It just looks like everything is glued on there, so honestly I don't think that it should be too hard, but if it is, I do have a backup. I was at Michael's this morning and I found this dining table. I think this is a little too nice for the Mad Tea Party. You just have to go with what you can find when you're trying to build this scene. So either way, I'll be fine with it. It's all good. And then I found these cute little charms. So at Hobby Lobby, there is a brand called Fairy Tale by Bead Treasures. This is over in the jewelry making department, because they are charms for jewelry. But I was like, this would be perfect, because everything is based on a fairy tale. Anything that's like public domain is based on. So I got 3 charms, technically 4, but I'm probably only going to use 3. So we have these, which are little books, and one of them is Alice Through the Looking Glass, and the other one is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. So I'm thinking that I'm going to probably put this one somewhere in there. And then we also have a classic that we have to include in that scene. We're all mad here. It's the Mad Hatter's hat. And then I absolutely love this so much. I think it's gonna look really cool in there. And it is just this Wonderland charm. And it has all sorts of little icons on there. So that is super cute. And I'm really excited. So I think it's gonna be a lot of gluing, a lot of like fidgeting, trying to like work my tables into the rocks and into the moss to make them stay. But I'm really excited to see how that's going to turn out. So that is craft number 1. Craft number 2 really just came because I was browsing around on Cricut's website a couple months ago, and I saw that they have this deluxe paper, and I was so intrigued by this deluxe paper. They had a couple different Disney versions of deluxe paper, but the one that I saw and became completely obsessed with was the Alice in Wonderland deluxe paper. So these are 12 by 12 inch pieces of paper, scrapbook paper quality essentially. So it has that really nice thickness to it, but not too much. And there are 6 different designs. The scene that I chose for my craft is the Golden Afternoon scene, because it is my favorite scene in that movie. There are 2 different Golden Afternoon themed paper designs, and so I was kind of torn between which ones I wanted to use. Oh, I'm sorry, there are actually 3. Clearly I did not look through this hard enough. Wow. Either way, there is this one that just has all of the flowers and I think is so beautiful. There is this one that has the flowers and then the horseflies, I believe, right? That are in there. So super pretty. But the one that I did end up going with actually is the exact same design as what is on my shirt. I just realized today is this beautiful one with Alice in there, because I have to have Alice in there and I just love how this looks. But honestly, I love all of these. Anyway, so yeah, I got these packs and I said, what can I do with this? I had no idea. And then I started thinking about acrylic rounds. I feel like people do stuff with acrylic all the time. I see it with resin and epoxy and all that stuff, but I was like, I feel like I could do something with this. So I got myself a 4-pack of these 8-inch acrylic rounds. And so they look like this. They do have a film on here, so they don't look completely clear, but you take the film off and then they are completely transparent. So I got that, and we are going to make a little sign. So I'm very excited for that. I have a couple things, different rolls of vinyl that I'm playing around with, which ones I want to use, how I want the letters to look and everything. I'm really excited to see how everything ends up turning out. So I think I did enough rambling, and I think we should probably just go ahead with getting these crafts made. So let's go ahead and do that. Shall we? Let's go make some stuff. Alrighty, so first up, we are going to get started on our little acrylic round friend here. So I have my paper and I have my round. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut out the paper on my Cricut. So I do have a 8-inch circle here. I sized it to be 8 inches, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that so that I can get that glued onto my acrylic round. Alrighty, so we are about to go ahead and cut. So I went into my custom settings. I have my wheel on custom. I'm choosing the deluxe paper because that is what we are cutting here. And I have this on my light grip mat because it's paper, so it doesn't need a lot of grip. Now we are all set to go, so let's cut her. Okay, so size-wise, it looks pretty good. I think that you'll have to maneuver it around a little bit just to get it to exactly cover up the entire area of the circle, but I think we are in business. That is so pretty. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I almost don't even want to cover it up with words. But we are going to go ahead. I have my Mod Podge, and so we are just going to go ahead and put a layer of Mod Podge down to the acrylic side, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a layer of Mod Podge over top of the paper as well, so that it kind of locks it in and hopefully it won't scratch or get ripped up or anything. But that is what the back looks like, in case you were wondering. So this paper is double-sided, so there's a lot of really fun prints. Sometimes it's really hard to decide what you want to use, but that could look really cute, like in a kitchen. If you wanted to do just like a little tea sign or something, I think that that would look absolutely adorable. So this probably isn't the last time you'll see this paper in my videos. It's so much fun. So we are all sealed up. Definitely make sure to get those edges. I might actually do another coat around the edges. Just once it dries, I can see how sealed in the edges are along there, because I don't want the edges to peel up. We're gonna let that dry for a little while. I feel like Mod Podge generally dries pretty quickly. So while that is drying, I'm going to work on the lettering. All right, so this is kind of where we've landed. I'm a little salty right now. I probably have spent 2 hours trying to fix a problem that I can't fix. There's this offset feature in Design Space where essentially you go up here and it's supposed to make an outline of your text so that you can do like a layer underneath that will fit perfectly, and it is not working and it's driving me insane. So I'm very annoyed with that, but we're going to go through and we're going to be fine. So this is what our fonts are going to look like. I decided to do the Do You Suppose and She's in white, and then Wildflower in a teal-ish color that I've got that kind of might blend into the background That's my only concern right now. So I'm hoping that this is gonna look okay. Fingers crossed. If not, then I have other paper so I can try to do it again, but we're gonna give it a try. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this cut out and then get it onto our acrylic round, and then I'll show you guys what my result looks like. This is the vinyl that I ended up getting for the Wildflower words. This is so pretty. Obviously this is the Oracle. I don't know if there's a color on here. Mint. So I just love the sparkle on here. Like, it's kind of subtle. It's not super in your face. I think it's gonna look really pretty. And hopefully this sparkle will kind of make it stand out from the paper, because it is a little similar in color, but not too terribly similar. So fingers crossed. I just thought it would go really well with that paper. All right, so let's go ahead and get into making our teacup garden. So first thing that we are going to do is we're gonna put our moss in there. So this is the moss that I have. Actually, I lied. First thing we're gonna do is put these rocks in there. These are just from the dollar spot over at Target, so nothing too crazy, but I think that they just help to provide some stability on the bottom of that teacup garden. So we are gonna go ahead and put those in first, and then we're gonna top it off with some moss. So let's go ahead and do that. Alrighty, so there we have our little start to our teacup garden. So next up, I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna work on figuring out how to get these little fence posts in there. I definitely don't want anything sticking up too high, because I think that that will probably help with how everything kind of stays in there. So hopefully we can just kind of like work these guys in there. Oh, even better. See, we can block out that Hello Gorgeous with a fence post. I love it. All right, we're just gonna go with this guy because it's just gonna be easier. Streaky, no, it's not for eating times. So actually, depending on how well this fits in here, I might actually take these fence posts out. Let's see. I feel like that just looks a little bit too cluttered. I mean, I'm not mad if they're like askew, because here, let me give you guys a little bit better of a view here. What do we think? With the fences or without the fences? What do we look like without the fences? So I want it to like get in there, but I also want it to look like a table. I didn't think this would be so challenging. All right, there we go. I think that might be where we're at. That might look a little bit better for me. So I think that that's where we're at. I don't know. I just kind of like these fences though, right? I think that just kind of gives it like a border. I'm going to leave them for right now. Ugh, but then I feel like this just keeps sinking in. Do we need more rocks? We might need more rocks. Hold on. P.S. Moss is so messy. Ugh. Whose idea was this to do? To use moss. Okay, I kind of like that a little bit better. I think we're gonna have to get rid of these fences. I don't think that that's gonna work. So this is where we're at with the fence, or with the table. But I think that once we have like everything kind of established in there, then we should be better off anyway. So now we have our table in there. We really need to get all of our tea party stuff set up. So I'm gonna try to use Mod Podge because I don't have my hot glue gun with me right now, and I don't feel like going to get it. So we're gonna see how this works out. So we have this cute little tea tray here, and then we have a little teapot and a little sugar and a little baby creamer. So I'm gonna try to glue all of this together, see how that all works. All right, so I'm gonna let that set for a second or two. And then let's take our Alice's Adventures in Wonderland charm, and we can put that maybe on the table. And then we have our other two charms. So we have our We're All Mad Here charm, and then we have our Wonderland charm. So I think I'm gonna kind of prop those two up a little bit like in front of the table. All right, so our Wonderland charm, I'm just gonna kind of pop in here. I actually might leave that like that, I think. Like, it's not anything, let me show you guys. It's not anything like, oh my God, this is the coolest, craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. But I just kind of like that it's just kind of simple. Like, it's just something that you stumbled upon. Like, I feel like it looks kind of realistic and a little bit fun. I was toying with doing some like print and cut characters, but I'm actually kind of pleased with how this looks. I might build up the moss a little bit more, and I'm definitely letting all of the stuff that's glued down on the table set, but I'm really not mad about this. Maybe I'll play around with the fences a little bit more and see if I want to put that in there, but for right now, pretty happy. You'll see the end product at the end of the video. All right, guys, so we are done with our crafts. Yay! I had so many technical issues with my computer and trying to like work design space. It took up so much time, but we're finally done and I'm mostly happy, I think, with everything that came out. So let me show you guys my teacup garden first. I like this one the most. I think it looks so cute. So here, it's a little wobbly, so I'm being careful. Here is what I ended up doing. So I did end up putting those fence posts in, obviously, but kind of askew, kind of a mess, because truthfully, the Mad Tea Party is a disaster anyway, so it shouldn't look too perfect. I was able to glue down all of the pieces onto the table. I really wish I would have picked up some food. I thought about it and then I didn't, and now I wish I had. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how it looks. I think it's pretty cute, and I can't wait until I get all of my Alice Funko Pops in, because I'm gonna have such a fun Alice display. I cannot wait for that to happen, so yay! So then my second craft was my little sign plaque thing. I like it, I don't love it. I don't know what is off about it, why I don't like it as much as I wanted to, so if you guys have any suggestions, definitely let me know. It might be the font, it might be the fact that I used white. Maybe I'll try to use the same color that I used, that mint color, but here it is in all its glory. This is what that, hopefully you guys can see that sparkle on that mint color, because it is really quite pretty. I might not like the fact that this is white. Also, I will say I wanted to do it in like a script, the Do You Suppose She's in a script, but the problem that I was having was that it would be so strange looking, because like the D was so big compared to the rest of the letters, and it was really hard to get it to curve correctly. So that was kind of one of the problems that I was having with it. I love the print. I think that the print is so beautiful. There's just something, it just doesn't look, maybe it just doesn't look complete to me. Like I said, I like it, don't love it. So if you guys have any suggestions, definitely let me know, because you guys always have really good suggestions. For those of you also, by the way, that suggested to do some of the parts black on my Stormtrooper, thank you. I haven't done more to the Stormtrooper since the last time that I showed you guys, but once I do, I definitely will be updating you guys about that on my Instagram. So yeah, that is actually it for today's crafted. However, it's supposed to be a record stopping. I'm so sorry, I keep looking at the viewfinder. I had a piece of cake because John's birthday was this past week, so we're still eating cake, and I feel like my teeth are blue, and I'm pretty sure they're not, but I keep feeling like I'm seeing blue, so sorry if I look into the viewfinder. Anyway, hi. Let's talk about our next crafted, because it's gonna be really, really fun, because you guys are going to control what it is that we make. So here's how this is gonna work. So over on my Instagram and over on Jesse's Instagram, we are going to be having polls every day for the next 3 days. Well, counting today. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we will have polls / suggestions. I'm excited for this. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, our July crafted is themed to Hercules. So exciting! So today, for the poll, make sure that you head on over to both of our Instagrams, because you are going to get to choose whether we are going to do a craft based upon a scene from Hercules or based upon a character from Hercules. You guys get to choose that. Then the next day we are going to do kind of a bracket that will determine what scene or what character we are doing. And then we're going to take some suggestions about what it is that you guys would like for us to create. So I am really excited to see what you guys have in mind, because you guys always have such great ideas for things that we should be doing. So definitely make sure that you are heading over to mine and Jesse's Instagram both. Go ahead and vote on each of our Instagrams, because we each are going to have our own polls. This isn't like in overall, both of us are going to be making the same character and the same scene, whatever. Like, you guys should be voting for each of us. So if you want to see something different, you can do it that way. If you want to see something of us, both of us doing a character, or both of us doing a scene, whatever you guys want to vote for, that is what you get to do. And then we will choose from these suggestions. Once we whittle it down, we will choose from the suggestions that you guys send in what we will be making. So that's gonna be so exciting. We're so excited to get you guys involved, and just kind of our way of doing the whole like Instagram controls my day kind of thing. It'll be Instagram controls my crafted, I guess. So that's gonna be an absolute blast. So yes, make sure that you head on over to my Instagram, vote in those polls. I can't wait to see what you guys have in mind. As always, if you liked this video, then definitely please give it that big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below if you are not yet subscribed. I would love to have you stick around. And guys, that is everything that I have for you for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.